10 races, 1,300 laps. The Core Season 4 Championship presented by TRAXION has come down to the wire. Michael P. Frisch leads BRIAR LAPRADD by just 7 points heading into the season finale at Atlanta, a racetrack which has produced fantastic finishes and dramatic championship races throughout its history. Even with LAPRADD's 4 wins this season, Frisch only missed 1 race to LAPRADD's 2, giving Frisch the advantage off his lone win from Iowa. Last week at North Wilkesboro, the pair slugged it out at the front, Frisch falling short by inches for his second win, and LAPRADD eating into Frisch's point lead. Frisch, LAPRADD, the Core Season 4 Championship is on the line. The Soundhead Entertainment 250 next. Back in the gas, he's gonna make it. Michael P. Frisch is king of Iowa. BRIAR LAPRADD, last to first, wins from Homestead. This is Atlanta. Core, presented by TRAXION, welcomes you to the virtual Atlanta Motor Speedway in Atlanta, Georgia. For this, the season finale, the Soundhead Entertainment 250 from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Jacob Hitz, Sean Butler, Kevin McAdams with you for the call. Zach Johnson, our producer for tonight. You know that intro that just typed up all that championship stuff? Forget about it. BRIAR LAPRADD, internet not working. Can't be here. He's out. All Michael Frisch has to do is start the race, and he's your champion. Can you tell we're thrilled? Nonetheless, Sean, we still got a good crowd here tonight for this race, and it should be a lot of fun. I know we had a lot of fun here in the Xfinity cars during the Fall Brawl.
I mean, it's something always is bound to happen during these races that makes it worthwhile. So we're still predicting a good show here. These ARCA cars are very fun no matter where they are, and at tracks like Atlanta where grip is at a premium, multi-groove everywhere, I'm still banking on this being a fantastic race to watch. And who knows, maybe we see Michael Frisch's internet just go out during the pace lap, and then it just all goes haywire. So you never know what you're going to get here, but nonetheless, should be a great effort, though. Everyone got a pretty good size field here for this race, and I'm still expecting a good race tonight.
Well, the problem is that Frisch already leads the points, so even if he doesn't start, he wins the championship. So, and we tried to pull some strings to maybe get something to work. Unfortunately, it's just not our night. So BRIAR is going to be watching from the couch, which sucks. But hopefully this crap doesn't happen for the iRace and Coke series, which he's in. Otherwise, I think that'd be a little bit more of a problem. But Kevin, 17 drivers here at Atlanta to run for the race tonight. If you're BRIAR, do you just run for the win? You already won the title. What's the game plan for the driver number 58?
Well, if I'm BRIAR, I'm really upset that I'm not here. But if I'm Michael P. Frisch, yes, I am running for the win. There's still a lot of good drivers here tonight. Ryan Vargas, Landon Huffman, who's joined us starting last week, won one of the 2 features at North Wilkesboro. I look for him to be towards the front. Justin Champagne, a lot of these guys are still going to be racing really, really hard for this win, even though it really doesn't mean too much from a championship standpoint. These guys are drivers. These guys are competitive. They want to win the finale.
Let's take a look at our starting grid. There you see it scrolling across the bottom of your screen. Landon Huffman, last week's winner. He lines up on the pole position. Michael P. Frisch, your champion, lines up on the outside. This second season in a row now where the champion gets decided at the start of the last race, not at the end. Whoa. Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. It's how it used to be back in the day, damn it.
Yeah, but we don't need too goofy of a point system to have a close championship till this. There you see the weather.
Zach's favorite.
Yeah, it is 5 p.m. in Sim.
Track temp is awfully 22 degrees hotter than the air temp. That's interesting.
It's in the it's in the late spring.
Alrighty, so here we come. What the heck? Okay, so my scoring is off.
It is.
Because I have Landon Huffman on the pole. That's Gabe Wood and Keenan Kusin on the front row.
Yes.
Nothing wants to work.
We didn't have
100 laps left in the course season. We're underway at Atlanta.
We didn't have the heart to tell you, but we just wanted you to keep going. But field starts out. They're going to be all over the place here at Atlanta. Now, it's going to be weird to see they're 3 wide already. There goes Landon underneath Keenan. That's over there for third. But who is going to stay up top where Keenan is, and who is going to stay on the bottom to start out this race? Now, if you want to run the top, that's going to probably be the fastest way around. But if you want to run the bottom, that's going to help you save tires longer. So we see Landon Huffman in that 75 right up against the wall. Ryan Vargas in that 6 right down towards the bottom. So we're going to see what line pays off when and how each driver uses it to their advantage. But Gabe Wood is going to lead lap 1.
Of course, Vargas running the throwback car tonight since he couldn't do it last week. In that 6 machine, battery just didn't change the car, or maybe both. I'm not sure. Nonetheless, down the back straightaway, Gabe Wood leads his first laps of his career. Landon Huffman sits in second. Then Vargas, Keenan Kusin, who has really improved a lot this year, especially on the ovals, which he didn't have a lot of experience on coming in to Core a season ago, inside the top 5 right now.
Yeah, Keenan Kusin finally getting some real manufacturer support from Kia, finally getting those checks cashed in. They're not bouncing anymore for that Kia Stinger. He's now in 4th. But at the moment, we got a bottleneck for the lead. Gabe Wood looking, Landon Huffman looking low on Gabe Wood. Here comes the teammate of Gabe Wood. Here comes Ryan Vargas. He was very fast. I believe he won the fall brawl race here during the Xfinity car version of this race at Atlanta. He's all the way now up to second, but at the moment, Gabe Wood still leads, goes to the bottom, and we'll see, especially in 1 and 2, this high line probably is the most viable place to run. If you go to 3 and 4, bottom line is where you want to be.
That sounds right, that the Vargas won this race.
I'm guessing.
Last time.
I can't remember.
Yeah, well, and of course, Cozy won this race a season ago, and he's not here. So, yeah, there's that. 4 laps are complete here at Atlanta. Landon Huffman sits in P3. Gabe Wood is your race leader, with Vargas sitting in that second spot. Here comes Justin Champagne around the outside of Davin Cornelius, repping the sponsor colors here tonight.
That's our first battle on the track, is just ahead of them. Keenan Kusin looks to the outside of Landon Huffman, and Champagne with a big run down the back straightaway looks underneath Keenan, and Champagne's not wasting any time. He's trying to get up through the field right now, trying to get towards the lead spot. In ninth, and Justin Malone very hard in the wall there. No caution yet, but the right front on that car is destroyed.
And that was a hellacious impact. He got all the way up by the wall. Oh, he hit the safer barrier getting into the corner and was just stuck on it the whole way. It got loose on him up there, and when he tried to correct it, he hooked it back into the fence. That right front tire completely flat on that race car, the suspension broken. We stay green as we're side by side for the lead now. Vargas going around the outside of his teammate Gabe Wood for the top spot.
Vargas looking for the first position, going to go to this outside line, and we'll see if this outside, it just seems like it's the trend when you go to these tracks these days. The high line is faster at a lot of tracks, but it also wears the tires quicker. So we'll see if Gabe Wood, running this lower line pretty much around the entire track, if that benefits him as we get closer to the stage. We'll have to wait and see. Last time we came here, Ryan Vargas was very quick during these stage race from stage 1 to stage 2, just because he had that short run speed. But we'll just have to wait and see. He already has about a half-second gap, and the rest of the field's already behind Gabe Wood. Here comes Kusin and Justin Champagne. Justin Champagne already up 5 positions. He's looking for third.
Gotta wonder if maybe Gabe kind of pushed that right front tire a little bit too hard here in these opening laps. We'll just have to find out, as Champagne all over the back door in that 50 car, trying to get by him. And Champagne has been relatively quiet this season. We haven't heard a lot from him out on the racetrack when he's been here. I think the only time I recall him out in front was when we were at, that was Lanier, when he got turned for the lead on the final restart.
Yeah, he's had a lot of speed, though, this season. I mean, he's definitely not been a slouch by any means. He just had some bad luck, and that's going to happen, you know, in real racing, sim racing, anything. So hopefully Champagne can finally put a win in the win column this season in the finale and ended on a high note. But he's looking good. He's looking very fast. I believe he is the fastest car on the racetrack right now. as of the last couple laps, and he is reeling Gabe Wood in right now. So at 38, looking very, very sporty tonight.
First battle on the racetrack, you have to go back to position number 6. Cisco Scaramuza inside the top 10.
That's Fred Jones. It's not Cisco Scaramuza.
Yeah, Fred Cisco Jones-Amuza. Jones-Amuza. Yeah. As Normal.
Oh, trouble. Rusty Wallace and Joey Stone.
They've made contact a couple times this year. Rusty's going to lose a ton of time and fall basically to the back of the pack, losing 4 spots. And, yeah, oof. Looking at the replay, kind of looks like just Joey missed the corner a little bit, and Rusty thought he would, run his line.
Well, the beginning of this transgression really started in turn 2, because when Joey went low on Rusty,
the lead, guys.
As we're still battling for the lead, Gabe Wood looking to regain the top spot. It looked like Joey was blocked by Rusty, and obviously that low entry did not give the opportunity for Joey to have a good entry into the corner, rallied up the track, and got right into the 59. But now there is a 5-car battle lead. This is shades of the 2001 spring race at the finish. These guys all over the racetrack, and we're going to have maybe a 3-way battle for the lead. Here comes Champagne all over the rear end of Vargas. He may try to thread the middle here. Here comes Coos into the inside, 4-way battle. Now 5-way battle. Here comes Huffman.
It's a shame they messed with this racetrack, and the way they did is there's contact. David and Rawgator made some contact coming up off the corner. They were 3 wide. Back there with Cisco, they stay green. Still side by side up at the front. Wood on the inside. Vargas on the high side. They're still 3 wide further back. You see them in the background. Oh, brother. Oh, Frisch gets turned by Joey. Joey into the wall. They stay green. They're able to hang on, but Michael P. Frisch, your champion. What?
Oh, Cosman hard into the wall.
Cosman's here?
Yeah.
Oh, I honestly had no idea he was even here. Probably because I didn't recognize the paint scheme. And yeah, Joey just kind of turned left in the middle of a straightaway to get it off the wall, and he wasn't clear. And killed Cosman as a result.
He did the same thing that Melillo did, where he had to wave it off the safer barrier. Why is Cosman getting an ULL?
Oh, him and Joey made contact on the front straightaway. We got beef! Maybe. It may also be the fact that Cosman doesn't have a right front I don't know. I think Cosman purposely hit him the second time. Here's the first one. Well, almost. Thanks, Zach. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, I think Joey just came off the wall and had no idea there was another car coming. But then, they come all the way around through 3 and 4. Caution's been out for a while now. You're going to see Joey pick up more speed. His right front suspension not quite as broken. He's going to try and come around the outside, and...
Oh, yeah, that's a hard right.
Turns right. He absolutely turned to the right. Oh, and they keep wrecking. Colin back piles in. That's why Cosman got an EOL. He was just like, you know what? If you're not going to pay attention, I'm not going to pay attention either. Wham.
Benjamin Easterday has admin himself a moon car once or twice, and he knows an intent wreck when he sees it. So that was a good call on his part. But this we're talking about, I think this kind of stems from Cisco right there. He tries to kind of get a lower exit off of turn number 2, and then Joey kind of got really low and then got into Frisch, and then Cosman for some reason just runs right into Joey.
Well, Joey came off the wall.
He did, but I mean, he was still kind of close to him. I don't know. We'd have to kind of see what Cosman saw from that. There's, as Travis loves to say, that wreck is like an onion. It's got a lot of layers to it. And here's the aforementioned, there was the aforementioned front stretch incident, but Cosman is not pit.
Yeah, can we talk with these folks?
Do you want to?
Yeah, let's do it.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it's like we got to find entertainment somehow because the championship's dead. So we got to keep ourselves entertained somehow. Why not talk with these two? Joey should be in the Discord, and if not, I'm going to be upset.
He is. There we go.
Gentlemen, what happened?
Good, I need a flag cleared.
I mean, I was just trying to ease it off the wall, and I got into Cosman, and I felt terrible about that, and down the front straightaway, he just hooked it right into me and made me use my fast repair, so that's what happened.
I didn't even... I was turning for the...
Dude, we were
I had no right front.
we were on, dude. But so all of a sudden near the start finish line, you just could not turn the car whatsoever, and you just hooked it right into me. That's what happened.
I
though.
didn't turn the wheel right.
But you were going straight, and as soon as I got up to you, the car just went to the right on the straightaway. So
There was a corner there. My car can't handle corners because you blew my right front out.
alrighty. Let's move on.
Alrighty. Thank you, gentlemen. Best of luck the rest of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. All right.
Are you happy, Jacob?
Cosman's
I was sitting here cackling the whole time off mic. You better believe it.
Yeah, this is what I want. This is what I want to see. That's it. Well, we have the wheel glitch for Cosman, so it's inconclusive.
Well, because that right front tire is broken, but he was turning on the straightaway. Nonetheless, let's get live because we're going back green. Green flag. 16 laps are complete. I don't know what in the world the stages are because nobody told me.
25,
Green flag.
50.
25. Okay, so normal. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. So 9 to go in stage 1.
To make their way into 1 and 2, Vargas gets underneath Champagne. He will clear him for the lead. First battle right there is for third. Landon Huffman gets the run off the corner on Gabe Wood, and here comes Champagne down to the inside in 3 for the lead.
Almost 3 wide with Huffman there in the middle as they come up off the corner. He goes down to the inside trying to get underneath Champagne. It's not going to work. Champagne leads to the lap, but here comes Vargas storming back on the outside.
Man, you gotta hate how many grooves these guys can race. It's just so boring. Here comes Champagne on the inside. Oh, he's gonna try and form a slide job. Not gonna work. Huffman gets in the back of Vargas, has to go all the way down the apron, saves it. And that's gonna cost him a ton of spots. Goes from third outside the top 5. He's now battling Schildhaus. If he can hang on to it for 6th, 3 wide for the lead.
Why don't we come here every week? This is incredible. Here's the thing. We had like 10 cars last year. The race kind of sucked. This time around, it's a heck of a lot more fun. Vargas on the outside, Champagne in the middle, Wood down low as they come up off turn 2.
And they're still battling hard. Vargas still has the preferred line off of turn number 2. He's going to clear Champagne. And I got to say, are we sure Gabe is driving the 50 this week? There's got to be someone else in that car for how well it's running. I kid, of course.
Maybe him and Collenbach switched roles. I don't know.
Maybe BRIAR is going to pull the "it was me, Austin," and he's in the 50. So
let's see who's really behind the number 50. 5 to go this time by here in stage number 1. Vargas and Champagne duking it out. Double wide for the first 4 rows. Now they get single file as Champagne is going to pull in line. Uh-oh! Keenan gets into Schildhaus and into the wall he goes. He keeps it up there and we stay green. That's another single car incident in turn number 3, Calamity corner, and Keenan's going to bring it right to pit road.
And that has been the trouble spot all night long. Very similar to how the safer barrier used to jut out at Daytona. It just kind of just knifes out of nowhere down the exit of the backstretch into turn 3. So you just got to be really careful if you have someone in front of you, and that bites a third driver in Kusin. So that's going to calm this field down just a little bit. They're still battling side by side for 3rd, battling side by side for 5th. Here comes Champagne blinking like a Christmas tree all over the rear end of Vargas. He's looking for the lead, and Vargas is not going to be able to block him because he's all over the place. He doesn't know where he is. He's gone.
This is how people die, right here. Oh my God! It goes into the wall. Now you see him, now you don't, and he's all the way at the back of the pack, and his right front is dislocated.
I think iRacing might have to address that with this car. I think every time we see someone hit the wall, the right front has just fallen apart. But that's going to benefit Vargas. He's going to get about a half-second lead on these guys, and first battle is for second. I haven't talked about David Schildhaus at all on that number 20, and he's right up there looking for the second spot on Gabe Wood. And there's Michael Frisch as well, your champion.
Schildhaus just sliding on up in there. As pits will be closed this time by as we are half a lap away from 2 to go here in stage number 1.
Vargas with about a half-second lead for now, runs that high groove. Here comes the field. Gabe Wood, Frisch, and Schildhaus close in very quickly. Vargas definitely missed the corner there. Just did not have enough grip on that 3rd lane. Side by side for the lead once again with his teammate in Wood. Wood showing his muscle all night tonight. Started on the pole. Now he's going to be battling for the lead, looking for the stage win. And like you mentioned, Sean, here comes Schildhaus on that inside line. He's looking to prepare for what he's going to deal with. Uh-oh.
Gavin just got hooked in the wall by, not Cisco, that's Normile. We stay great. And Davin's broken. We are 4 wide for the lead in turn number 3. Here comes Frisch on the outside right behind Vargas. Last lap in stage 1, 3 wide for third. This thing's not over yet. Frisch wants to go all the way to the front.
And Michael Frisch is still working the top lane along with Vargas Shieldhouse all the way on the bottom. There's still 3 wide for third. Very close between Gabe Wood and Landon Huffman. Lane is going to have a big run, but Frisch needs to dive it into 3 if he wants a chance at this stage, where right now it's all Vargas and Frisch to the inside in 3.
Frisch sends it downstairs into turn 3 and 4. Coming up off the corner, Vargas with the run. Coming to the line, they're going to go 3 wide for second with Shieldhouse down there. Ryan Vargas wins stage 1 at Atlanta. A dramatic race. Now, Keenan Kusin, remember how he hit the wall? Well, he didn't check his fast repair.
Oh.
He's going to be sitting in the box for quite some time. And apparently, they made the suspensions on these cars out of toothpicks this week, because it doesn't take much of anything for these axles to just snap.
How many cars have we seen fall victim to this wall, especially in turn 3? It's got to be at least 3.
Or like 4. Look at this pace truck.
I believe
sliding.
I believe the incident between Davin, I can't remember who it was, but that sent him to the outside wall down the backstretch, so he has suspension damage. And of course, Justin Malillo hit the wall trying to save it. He was one of those guys that hit the wall entering turn 3. So just so many guys have just had to use their fast repair, and we're only a quarter of the way through the race.
We'll talk with our stage 1 winner here in just a moment after they make their green flag, after they make their pit stops here for the first time. I know where we're at. I know what we're doing.
I know you.
Ugh. Oh, here he is. Ryan Vargas, your stage 1 winner. You know, I just had chicken nuggets a little while ago, and sure enough, you win stage 1 here. How about it?
Man, I'm glad one of us had chicken nuggets. I had a flat tire today. So
Yeah, that's a pace
Well,
off.
a lot of other
Someone
people
had
have had, a lot of others in the field have had some broken suspensions on the right front, if that makes you feel any better.
Well, I mean, I might as well have a flat. After about 10 laps, you burn off the right front, and I knew that run was going to be about 11 laps, so if I just hustled and bustled to the top, I would just hold on, and sure enough, that's what happened. The strap that I pulled in the fall is just simply not going to work here. The setup for this car is so much tighter. It's going to be a real game of just who can hold on better, but I believe Monarch Roofing is showing up on the broadcast. This Monarch Roofing Chevy looks absolutely gorgeous in its throwback paint. But yeah, just super excited.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a great time. This is fun. It's fun racing with Gabe Wood up here. He's my tire guy. I know Case is back there. He's racing pretty hard. And then obviously having to fend off Landon Huffman and Michael P. Some really talented guys in this league, so it's a lot of fun.
So, oh, no, time to wake up. Alarm going off over there?
I was receiving a phone call.
Nice. Well, of course, today you were off at, the reason you had the flat tire, you were off doing media day stuff for the Monday Night Racing, yada, 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 a lot of sponsors, championship race thing that they're doing at the Charlotte Esports Hub, which you're now a part of. Yep. Both the Championship 4 and the Charlotte Esports, all that.
Yeah, I'm excited. That's where I was at. We were doing all the media stuff for that. It's gonna be a heck of an event. First time really that iRacing and sim racing has been on a platform such as that. So I'm very excited to see how that works. But we are 1 to green here. We're gonna have a fun restart. I'm in the lead somehow. Did not anticipate that. But we're getting some good TV time in our Monarch Roofing Chevrolet.
All right, well, best of luck here on this restart and the rest of the way, and potentially we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Sounds good, thank you.
Ryan Vargas, driver of the 6th, Mark Martin Carr, the Rhino himself, sits in P1 as we get ready for the restart. Second stage ends at the end of lap number 50. We're going to have about 23 to go in this stage. Keenan's still getting his car worked on. 16 cars are on the lead lap. Green flag in stage 2.
The field just bunched up really big on that restart there, so it's going to be Vargas and Huffman there for the lead, but the battle for third is going to be pretty close. There's Frisch and Shieldhouse. Frisch to the inside. Huffman doesn't really get going on that outside lane. Shieldhouse trying to push him. Gabe Wood not really getting going on that inside line either. Vargas is going to be clear, and here comes Frisch for second with Landon Huffman right to his outside as they head through 3.
Frisch sends it right down to the back bumper of the 6 of Ryan Vargas. And now he has to back off, loses some speed, and that's going to open the door maybe for Schildhouse. Another. How in the world did that happen? Half of the Monday Night Racing Championship 4 are in the core. What?
But yes, but yet our Championship 2 for this league are not in the race. Well, half of them.
Yeah, well, you know, these things happen.
Gotta find it. Gotta find it in the budget next season to do it at a local pub or something.
Landon Huffman to the lead.
Oh, Gabe Wood in the wall. I think his suspension's okay, though.
Didn't hit anything. Well, not hard, at least.
Well, I mean, he just hit the kick out on the wall on the safer barrier.
Guys,
so
don't
Landon
look,
leads.
Don't look now, but Joey Stone, I think he's driving with a chip on his shoulder right now. He has maneuvered his way up to 5th after that incident with Cosman, and he had to use his fast repair. He is not happy about it, and he's driving up through the field right now. So let's pay attention to that 5 car, but Vargas has slipped back a little bit. He got passed by Huffman, he got passed by Frisch, and now he's looking to pass Frisch back. So Ryan might be kind of conserving, see what line he was thinking about working. He worked the top in the first run. Now he's maybe trying to see if the bottom lane's going to work.
I said Gabe Wood trying to earn his spots back as well. Frisch goes all the way up to the wall. Everybody else goes down to the bottom. Vargas trying to close back in on that 2nd spot. As Gabe's battling with Normile right now for the 6th spot.
Couple side-by-side battles. You got Normile on the outside of Wood. Wood doesn't look too damaged, if any, so he'll be able to continue on. Maybe if he has a little bit of damage, get some optional repair fixed. Don't want to use that fast repair too early like the rest of the field has had to so far. Cisco nearly hits the outside wall going into turn 1. Gabe Wood goes to the outside. Gary Owen now to the inside. And here we go, battle for the lead. Frisch looks low on Huffman, not going to work. Huffman uses that momentum out of turn 2. And then behind them, side-by-side battle for the lead. Vargas still, I think he's going to save his tires this time. I think he employed the strategy of, let's try and push it in stage 1. Let's take it easy in stage 2, see which one works better.
Yeah, Frisch didn't quite, I mean, he sat it down into turn 1, but he just didn't have the grip in order to stay down underneath the 75 Landon Huffman and keep the speed up. He was just headed straight to the outside wall. We do have 2 drivers that are willing to show their mud shots for us. Cisco, who we've seen every freaking week, and Justin.
Oh, he's away from the door this time. Good.
Yes, he has moved. He's reorganized again. And Justin Malillo, again, he's running a little bit different setup tonight because he's basically prepping for his mobile setup because he is going to be driving down in Charlotte on Monday night for Monday Night Racing. He's not in the Championship 4, but he's still going to be there reporting for Traction. So he's driving in basically the backup rig that he's going to take with him.
He doesn't have a TV in the background this week. It feels kind of odd.
And the rowdy cans are gone as well.
Everything's gone.
Someone had a party.
Thank you, Kevin.
I don't know. Someone has a bunch of balloons behind them. Wonder whose birthday it was.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's definitely not Justin's.
How do you know that?
His birthday is June 6th.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
The more you know. I'm surprised with all the information that Zach has, he doesn't have that like readily available to pull up.
I want Zach next season to have just a random happy birthday graphic with a bunch of balloons and confetti that pops out from the bottom of the screen. So
He's making note of that right now.
I don't know if Zach's a big effects guy. I know he's good when it comes to transitions and titles and stuff for broadcast, but
Put more on his plate. Why don't we?
Yeah.
there we go. Do we think Gabe has come down to earth, so to speak? We saw him last run. He's fighting for the lead, and now he's just sitting there in 7th. So I don't know. There we go.
I don't know about that. Oh,
Comic Sans too, Zach?
Comic Sans, no drop shadow.
No comma.
Yep, I heard somebody hit the wall, but I don't really.
He has only 2 L's in his name there instead of the 3.
Wow.
Malilo.
Yeah.
Malilo.
Malilo and Stitch. Yep.
Malilo and Stitch.
By the way, Keenan Kusan is on track again.
Look at
14
Trey.
laps down.
Look at Trey Normile in that 85, and they're 3 wide now.
Oh, Gabe is wrecking. He gets into Champagne. And around goes Gabe Wood. He got the wall coming up off the corner. We stay green as he spins it down to the inside of the racetrack. He just hit the wall on coming off the corner. Couldn't keep it up there. And when he came off the wall, he got it adjusted.
Case Collinback has a hotkey that says Gabe sucks in the race chat, and he started spamming it immediately when that happened. That was funny.
You want to talk about coming down to earth? Poor Gabe.
Poor Gabe.
Just had to say something, didn't you?
I mean, I pointed it out. It's our journalistic duty to do
Oh,
that.
hit the wall. Tried to pull it off right in front of
that-
Champagne. That's
Champagne had nowhere to go.
Yep.
That is tough.
Gabe's still on the lead lap. Car not completely broken, so
Don't look that bad.
yeah, he should be able to make it to the end of the stage here. We'll find out. We're coming to 10 laps to go in stage number 2 as we are about 3 wide here for 4th. You've got Normile, Joey Stone, and Shieldhouse all fighting for the spot.
Like I said, Normile having a great run right now in that 85 car. I think he's figured out the lanes here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Him along with Joey Stone have been kind of in the back this whole race, but Trey is still working over that high side on David Shieldhouse. And I think he's going to make this pass coming off of turn 2. We'll see how well Shieldhouse gets through 1 and 2. But right now, this is the best battle on the track right now as Normile gets the run off at 2. Not quite clear on Shieldhouse, and they are still side by side.
Down into turn number 3, Shieldhouse down on the inside of the racetrack. And we talked about the inside, not quite your friend. It's at least your friend a little bit in 3 and 4. Definitely not in 1 and 2.
Oh,
All the
Cisco.
bumps.
Cisco hit the wall a little off of 4.
Yep, battling back there with Champagne and with Cosman in the David Green throwback.
What was that on the back of Normile's car? Oh, he's in the wall.
Oh, Stone.
Oh,
Man,
Stone has been using this inside groove to avoid people more than anyone else so far down the backstretch. That's another guy he's had to avoid. Got blocked earlier by Cisco. Nearly wrecked again here with Normile nearly hitting the outside wall. These guys are starting to slowly lose this lead draft. They're still battling for 5th, but the top 4 are kind of in their own zip code. I don't know what it is. I can't see it.
Producer Zach asks, what is that on the back of Trey's car? I don't know. This is on board
Is that
Kevin
a fish?
Champagne.
it's a fish.
or
I think
Justin
that's like
Champagne.
Fortnite,
Damn
isn't it? Where are we, Bill?
It looks like a fish with like a, I don't know. It's
I think that's a Fortnite thing. Maybe?
getting too old.
I don't know.
Imagine playing Fortnite on purpose.
Listen, Baby
right.
Davis plays Fortnite. It's officially cooler than I thought it would be.
Davey doesn't play Fortnite.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
Don't believe you. Davey would never.
Wow.
We'll talk to him later about it. Meanwhile, Landon Huffman's still leading. 7 to go in the stage.
Yep. Shieldhouse battling here for this 3rd spot with Vargas side by side. We'll probably see a lot more of this side by side racing with them on Monday. At least I will, because I'll be calling.
You'll be there, yeah.
Well, I know I won't be there.
You won't be there, but you'll be commentating.
Right. I will be sitting. My rear will be in the same spot that it is right now.
Almost 2 weeks, we had a Jacob Pitts swear jar moment.
We're driving good.
I already had to put some money in the champagne jar for me. I called Justin Kevin again. So
Unbelievable.
put that, my apologies again to Justin. I have not learned my lesson all season.
5 to go, and this battle for 3rd place still going on. Little crossover from Vargas back to the inside. This could open the door for Joey Stone, who's right behind him.
Yeah, that's allowed Stone and even Normile, Champagne now in 6th. And Kusan is making some weird noises. I'm not sure why. I don't know what's going on with
Even
him.
Rusty. Oh, Cosman in the wall, but it was Rusty that was sideways and off the pace and lost some time.
Back towards the front. Now it's starting to single file out. But Vargas, once again, we thought he was saving tires. It looks like he is just abusing that right front. Stone had to check up a little bit. Saw that exhaust fire out of the right side. He nearly got into the back of that number 6. And that's going to allow Champagne to look 3 wide. That'll be now for 4th. Stone not clear. Nearly gets turned. That was too close out of turn 2. 4 laps to go.
Vargas still down there on the inside. He's been running the same paint scheme pretty much all season long. And he still has yet to come away with the win since the switch to iRacing.
Whoa!
And here's Champagne, 3 wide. That's going to put Joey in the middle.
Oh!
Oh!
spatial awareness.
Yeah, hold your lines, boys.
As the run has gone on, and Joey backs out of it there, as the run's gone on, we've seen more of these guys gravitate towards the bottom lane. Our two leaders right now, Michael Frisch, Landon Huffman, they are kind of running towards the bottom as this battle has subsided. But as we come down to 2 laps to go, Frisch is right on the back bumper of Landon Huffman as he's looking to the inside now across the line. Pits are now closed. 2 laps to go in stage 2.
2 to go in this battle for third. Is
Battle
not
for the lead.
cooled down. Oh, battle for the lead as well. By the way, that's fourth. I can do math. Frisch trying to throw everything he's got here at Huffman. Of course, again, Landon beat. I know who you are. Frisch to the line barely last week. And Frisch is going to have one last shot to win the stage. But I think really he'd just like to win the race, make it his second win on the season. Last lap, stage 2. He's about 2 car lengths behind. He's going to send it down into turn number 1. I have a feeling that outside line is going to work here for the 75 just because of how deep Frisch had to send it.
Yeah, it seems like Huffman knows that outside line not only is the way to play defense, but is also just the best line in turn 2. Frisch has been using the inside in 3 and 4 to catch Huffman. Not going to be able to do anything. About a half-second lead now for Huffman out of turn 4. White flag for the stage.
Landon Huffman wins stage number 2 here at Atlanta. Trying to go back-to-back.
In typical Landon Huffman fashion, he is not in the Discord.
Wow.
Cool.
Is he in his Discord?
Yep. All right,
There he
Kevin.
is, by himself.
All right, Kevin, let's go over there and do the interview.
Oh, yeah, that'd do a lot of good. Yep.
Michael P. Frisch, meanwhile, is in the Discord.
Look at the pace truck. Look how pretty it is.
So I guess we'll get an interview with P2 and our champion, I guess. And he put tight in all capital letters in the driver chat.
Yeah,
I
well,
think that means the car is tight, if I had to guess. I mean, we heard Vargas talk about it,
it also
and we
means
talked with
cool
him.
for the kids, the hot hip kids. They think, sorry.
Are you okay, Kevin?
I'm having an identity crisis.
Something seems amiss with you tonight.
I'm old.
All right, well, Jacob Pitts, I think Michael Frisch has crawled into the booth, so here you go.
Yep. Hey, it's our champion. Congrats. So, did you just go to BRIAR's house and cut his internet, or what the hell's the deal?
Listen, that's what a lot of people are saying, and I'm tired of getting accused of this. No, I did not cut the man's internet, all right? Jeez.
Yeah.
It was just unfortunate circumstances that happened
You just paid somebody to do it, that's all.
Where were you on the night of the 3rd?
Oh, my God.
At approximately
Listen.
7 p.m. Eastern time.
Listen, if you know me, I want this to go out in the fairest way as possible and go heads up with it, but some stuff it can't happen.
Well, and the worst part of it is that you didn't need to show up. You had the championship won. The fact that BRIAR couldn't show up, but nonetheless, here you are. You're running pretty well. You're up in P2, and you said in the iRacing chat, tight in all caps. I assume that you want to beat whoever made the setup. You want to beat him over the head with a hammer right now.
Yes, this thing is tighter than a dump truck with 18 wheels, man. This thing going off into 3 is so tight. I don't know how we're getting it to the bottom. I don't even know how I was staying there with Landon within like a football field. Like,
Oh my God.
it was just so tight.
What's playing here for the rest of the race?
Should we try to save gas?
Is it close?
I don't know. Where does gas put you at here?
Nah, we need about 5 gallons.
Oh,
think
there's
you're
no way.
I think you're going to want to save tires more than gas.
Well, you know what? All these bozos been running off their tires, and
Wow.
we've only been doing 25 lap runs. I
All right,
mean,
do me a favor here, Frisch. For this run, just do the typical Atlanta line. Just dive into the corner, park center, then hug the white line and save the right front.
You
That
know,
works
I
still?
would do that, but I would be dead last.
So you're the champion already. What do you got to lose?
Give someone else a chance. 1%er.
Listen, I don't win a lot of championships, all right? I was robbed the one in NR 2003 in 2019 from Brian Mercurio. I am winning this championship tonight.
And you're still salty about it. And
Damn right, he's not my champion.
Remember,
man.
Fritsch, I was the one that said the opposite of what everyone did. So
Was
not
that
my
supposed
fault.
to
Not
make him feel better,
my-
Kevin?
Champion.
I'm just saying if things would go my way, he'd be in Frisch's favor.
Wow.
I wanted that championship because I knew that was going to be the last competitive season.
Yep.
I was robbed. I'm still salty. Yes. Get me out of this booth, man. I can't handle this.
all right.
There he goes.
There you have it, Michael P. Frisch, your season 4 champion, who sabotaged this championship. I'm telling you, you know, Cozy's not here. He probably paid Cozy off to go cut BRIAR's power or something.
Wow.
Disgusting.
Oh,
A
that's
disgusting act by Michael Frisch.
Doesn't Cozy live in Pennsylvania?
Close, Maryland.
Maryland. Okay, that's it's a far drive for either of them.
I don't know where the hell
Little bit-
BRIAR is.
A little bit further for Frisch. He lives in South Florida, so.
Yeah,
And BRIAR's in what, North Carolina, I would assume?
believe so. He's in one of the Carolinas. There's 2 of them for international viewers.
Yeah. Yeah, Cozy's about, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes from the Pennsylvania border.
Which is
Close.
the guy.
Because
Close
I'm,
enough.
I'm 15 minutes away from the Maryland border, if that makes sense.
What's his address, Jake?
Yes. All right. Green flag, stage 3 is underway here in Atlanta.
They are getting kind of bunched up towards the back of the field as Champagne, that's Justin Champagne, I got it right, just went up through the top lane on everybody. But Huffman is still the leader. He is going to get cleared. Schildhaus and Frisch battling for second. Vargas right behind them. And how about Gary Owen? Haven't talked much about him so far in this race. He's made his way into the top 5 for the first time tonight.
Shout out, by the way, to Keenan. He's only 10 laps down. He made 4 laps up under that caution flag.
Making progress.
Schildhaus gets a little sideways there on the bottom. It's going to cost him some time. The inside line's going to stack up, and here comes Vargas to take second.
Yeah, Schildhaus, a beneficiary of a really good pit stop, but he's going to lose all those benefits. Now stuck on that inside line, goes from second. Now he's fighting Gabe Wood for the 5th position. Here comes Gabe on the outside line. Here comes Joey Stone looking to get around Frisch, our champion. Michael Frisch falling back a little bit. I think he's listening to you, Sean. I think he's saving his tires for this run.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe not. We'll find out. All right, 44 laps to go. Oh, Gabe got the wall again. And I think Gary did as well. That stacked everybody up. Here comes Gabe 3 wide now. No, he's going to go just to the inside.
No damage on Gabe's car, so he didn't hit it. He kind of scratched it, which is different, I think, at this stage of the race. But I'm thinking this bottom lane is stacking up. There's Davin Cornelius. Haven't mentioned his name
We got the
a whole
apron.
lot. Got the apron. That's going to open the door for Frisch down there.
Rusty got real loose at a turn 4. He almost about wrecked 4 or 5 cars behind him.
There's Justin Melillo is back on the lead lap in that 53 car. There he is.
He looks so frustrated having to race in this rig. It's probably like being in a rental car, like just so, not as comfortable.
He looks like he's eating a warhead.
Having a sour night. Didn't get to enjoy the birthday party behind him. Showed up late. Didn't have any cake left.
The clown that they hired showed up 30 minutes late, and all the kids were crying.
Unbelievable.
Just all pissed off tonight.
Yeah. Actually, no, wait a second. Now that I think about this, didn't Justin's dog just have a birthday? Did I see that on Twitter? Maybe that's what the balloons are for.
Wow, maybe.
Or were for.
There's a race going on, Jay.
Oh, and now Melillo's in it. Oh, and Cosman gets into Davin. It's a huge crash in turn 3.
And that's a lot of drivers who already used their fast repair in the first stage. That is really tough. And that was a very strange accident. Joey went to the outside of Gabe, and it just hooked the hell out of Gabe Wood in the middle of the corner. Melillo had nowhere to go. Cosman gets into the back of Davin, trying to woe up for the wreck. Man, that's just so much going on. Here's a replay.
Gabe said he got nay-nayed by Joey.
I mean, that's the.
Yeah,
Look at this.
I guess.
Just lifted like a snowplow. Jeez.
These cars, they're very fun, but they are very confusing physics-wise.
Yep.
These little. Well, the problem is these bumpers are so small. They just fit so easily underneath the back end of the car, and it just lifts it up like a forklift.
You see Colin Bach making his through there.
I think Davin got the worst of that damage-wise.
Yeah.
And he, like I said, him and Cosman both had to use a fast repair, so it hurts not only Cosman, but Davin as well. Visually speaking, not a lot of damage, but I'm sure there's a lot under the hood that we've seen already. These cars are very, very sensitive on the suspension.
Okay, so Case didn't quite
Colin
get through
back.
it. Yeah. Let's
Both of
talk,
them.
if we can, here to Justin Melillo, just so we can ask him what he saw, plus the balloons. So, first of all, what'd you see from your vantage point for that wreck?
I saw cars wrecking, and it wasn't fun.
Okay, cool. How's the backup rig? How's that treating you?
It's been really fun learning how to get comfortable in something different. I'm usually in my Obuto seat on these nights, on most nights, and if I'm traveling, usually I'm so uncomfortable because I have to put the wheel up on like some table that it won't fit.
Yes.
Or
Yep.
on, I have to sit on Kevin and Sean's ottoman to try and with no back support or anything like that. So I've got my own stuff this time, and it's going to be a lot easier. And you'll see it in action on Monday night at the Carolina Esports Hub. That's why I'm testing it tonight.
Yeah. Okay, so the balloons in the background behind you that we can see, I am right, looking at Twitter, you said dog, 5 years old, dog Maddie. I assume that's what the balloons are left over from?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They somehow haven't deflated yet. So yep, Maddie girl turned 5 years old on yesterday, and yep, we got tons of balloons. So she hates them.
Are you gonna bring them along with you to Charlotte?
Oh no! Why would I? They're not gonna fit in my car. Yeah, I'm lucky if I'm gonna be able to fit this in my car. I haven't even tried it yet. I'm actually really nervous to see that all this is gonna actually fit in my car. It should. I shouldn't have any issues. But yeah, tiny car is not gonna fit all those balloons. Come on now.
And everybody knows the essentials for a trip are your sim racing portable rig and just helium balloons. So I mean, I don't know.
Right.
My car could probably float away if I put the balloon. Come on now.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping with us, Justin. Enjoy Monday night, and I'll see. Well, I won't see you, but you'll hear me at some point. It's going to be a lot of fun next week.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be a blast. Thanks, guys.
Justin Melillo driving the Traction car in the Traction-sponsored league race. And he'll be going to Charlotte to cover Monday Night Racing for, you guessed it, Traction, and driving it. Yeah.
Are you having fun, Jacob?
I can confirm Justin's race.
No, I'm
Not fun.
still shaking off the disappointment that BRIAR's not here. And it's not his fault. I'm just very disappointed in whatever internet provider he has, and I'm willing to file a class action lawsuit against them for being fraudulent and screwing over this championship.
You know,
By the way,
a
that
very angry email to internet.
By the way, the little anecdote you heard from Justin having to use Kevin and I's furniture when we lived together a couple years ago is accurate.
He's done it in not only the house that we rented. When I used to live with my parents, he made some crazy contraption in the guest bedroom. He's been all over the place. I'm glad he finally has something comfortable when he goes on these little trips. It's nice to see he's actually prepared this time.
Something like that. So everybody pitted here. I don't think we're going to be able to make it to the end. Nonetheless, green flag with now 37 laps to go. And Keenan Kusin now only 6 laps down to the rest of the field.
I'm glad it's the moon car, lap down rules where you got to
Right.
make up as much as you can under caution. I think more leagues should adopt that. That'd be interesting. But Landon Huffman still gets the whole shot off of turn 2. David Schildhouse, Ryan Vargas side by side, and behind them, Justin Champagne still looking to get back up to the front here, sitting in 4th. So got a lot of competitive drivers up here. Joey Stone still rounds out the top 5, but a whole lot of racing left to go. This can go any direction. But right now, Landon Huffman looks like he's had the dominant car so far tonight.
Oh, Vargas sent it down in there on the bottom on Champagne, right behind David Schildhouse. As Joey gets loose, keeps it straight. Schildhouse hanging on to second, and he's right on the back door, and he almost turns Landon getting to turn 3.
And shockingly enough, Schildhouse is the hardest charger of the race right now. Started 16th, now battling for second, but Champagne was just battling with Schildhouse. Here he comes around Huffman, going for the lead for the first time tonight. Huffman on that, not necessarily the best line on that inside line. Champagne takes the lead, and he's already pulling away out of turn 2. Here comes Stone as well with the momentum.
Oh, Rusty is wrecking it.
Oh!
We're good. Still green.
Rips
Great job by Davin and the gang to avoid it.
Poor Rusty, man. It's
Oh, Murillo is spinning out of turn 4. No caution.
Still green. He's in the grass. As here comes Joey Stone for the lead. He's got it.
Joey Stone marches his way up through the field after getting wrecked a couple of times, and he is in the lead. Now, I was thinking about this. Schildhouse moves by Huffman for 3rd, but I think Landon and Ryan Vargas maybe are thinking long term. Well, I know Landon is now because he has not left the bottom lane in this run so far. So he might let all these guys go, might let Vargas and Gary Owen go here to save those tires. Just in case Colin Beck puts the Gabe sucks hot key in the race chat again. But Landon, I'm thinking 100% is thinking the end of this race. And I think he might have the right plan here as we head down the pack, as Gary Owen all over the back of him.
Yeah, that plan for the end, as long as they stay green. If a caution comes out, that'll really complicate things here. As Joey Stone leads, and I wonder at this point, it looks like everybody else is backed off except for Joey. I wonder if he just hasn't thought about the strategy here for the end of the race, thinking, they're going to wreck again, I'll just keep pushing. But there's always the chance that we go green the rest of the way.
And it looks like Gary Owen also is going to keep his foot on the pedal, gets around Landon Huffman, who, like you said, Jacob, has just dominated all night long. Another driver that was up towards the front who has fallen way back because of this possible strategy call, maybe trying to save as much fuel as he can, maybe stretch it, is Michael Frisch. He has fallen away all the way now back into the 11th position. He's in this second to last pack, just in front of Keenan Kusin. He's way off the draft, and what's going to probably happen with him, he's going to maybe save not only tires, but fuel, hoping that that is the way to go with this long run potentially looming on.
Coming to 30 laps to go. Here comes Schildhouse inside for second on Champagne. As Rusty has parked the car. He's done for the night.
Taking a beat behind the proverbial wall. But Schildhouse and Champagne, two of these two guys have been very competitive the entire race. As Champagne is able to hold them off going into turn number 1. Schildhouse selects the top side there. Ryan Vargas has joined the battle with this group 2. But does anyone have anything for Joey Stone? As Joey is still continuing to pull away slightly. But we saw earlier with everyone saying just how tight this setup is. We'll see how long the right front tire lasts on that NASCAR 21 Ignition Chevrolet. But Joey looking to keep that lead and get his first win of the season and turn his luck around at the end of the season.
And first win in quite some time in the Core League. Of course, he came up short, just short, in the Season 2 championship battle. That was the last one that actually was kind of like close and came down to the wire between him and Brian Pasternak. What if? Of course, Pasternak won the championship. Joey wound up just short, and he's had a couple of good runs here and there, particularly in Michigan, but has not broken through to get the win. Well, 28 more laps, and he might be able to change that.
Looking to maintain that lead, but at the meantime, he is about a tenth of a lap slower than our second place competitor in Champagne, slowly but surely chipping away back at that top spot. Schildhouse, who was pressuring Champagne, starting to fall off of that number 23 ever so slightly. Things starting to spread out as this run progresses. You got Vargas in 4th. Gary Owen has now settled back in 5th. And then you have a 2-car pack behind Landon Huffman. That's 7th and 8th. That's Jonas Shu and Scaramuza. So things starting to finally spread out here as strategy is starting to come into play. And this long run could maybe change everything if we get a caution.
Cosman's in the wall off of 2.
Yeah, speaking of cautions, yikes, that was close.
Speaking of the most incidents in FTF history.
Hey, listen.
Hey, put some respect on that man's name. He won the Bar Visual FTF
That is
500,
true.
right?
He did.
He did. He led the most important lap.
He did not lead a single lap until lap 200.
Well, it was like 2:0, whatever it was.
Hey, these things happen, you know?
He has the ace of
Yeah, how about the battle for the lead? I'm not even going to waste my time with this one. 25 to go this time by, and Champagne and Shieldhouse have caught the back bumper of the 5.
Joey Stone trying to do his best to hang on for that outside lane. How much longer he's able to, I don't know. Tries to shut the door on Champagne. Champagne to the inside, and Joey hanging on for dear life on that top side. We'll see if he can make it stick in 1 and 2. But right now, Champagne has the nose out front, but can he make it stick off of 2?
Yeah, right now he's just saying, please don't wreck me. The best race I've had in a while. Please don't take me out.
If there's one person that's in this league is due, it's these 2 guys up front here. Both of these guys need a win and would like one to break their I guess I want to say streak of bad luck in this league. And if they were both to wreck each other in some way, shape, or form, that's tough breaks for both of them. We'll see.
Down into turn number 1, Champagne. Almost clear. He's coming up. He's got the spot. And Joey can't quite cross him over down the back straightaway. He's going to peek to the inside. Nothing there. He's going to stay right in line with him. Shieldhouse will stay with him as well. But I can't imagine it's going to be too long until Shieldhouse gets by that 5.
Yeah, it looks like Joey maybe starting to lose a little bit of front grip. As we mentioned, just all night long. Setup is tight. If you push it, talked to Vargas earlier, you just kill those right front tires, you lose all bite through the entire corner, and you just lose all speed. So he now goes back from the lead to 3rd, and here comes Vargas as well. But we'll see if Shieldhouse, who has maintained the same amount of same lap times as our new leader in Champagne, let's see if he can get back to the lead and get his 2nd win of the year.
Cisco's pitting back there.
Strategery.
It is. Again, these guys, they can't make it, right? That's what Frisch was saying?
It's going to be tough for them, even with that caution. It's going to be tough for them to make it to the end. Oh, David just got the wall.
Oh, he's still in it. He's still in the wall. Can't pull it off. He's seen all night long. If you do that, it just wrecks him.
Now he's stuck 3 wide.
Oh!
By Huffman, that put him in the wall. And David is going to hang on, I think. Yes, but he's going to lose a ton of time.
Now, if you're David and you know you can't make it, you have a fast repair, you've lost all your track position. Do you completely change your strategy here and just get it over with and pit?
I'd say it's worth a shot now. I mean, if he wants to do it, he has to do it now, I think. So 20 laps, that's Ryan Vargas is coming in.
It's a good idea if he wants to.
This might open the floodgates. So Vargas is coming in.
Oh,
Atlanta's so tricky to get on. He's in the Xfinity Series for a reason. He does it perfectly. Frisch is coming.
Gabe Wood as well.
So let's see if this kicks the door of the strategy open here. So Justin Champagne, our leader, Landon Huffman is 2nd. See what they do as they approach turn 3.
Shieldhouse is coming in.
Yep. Only a matter of time.
Watching the race leaders here. Champagne is coming in. Landon is staying out. Joey is coming in. Cosman is coming in.
Oh, Cosman, a late commitment there. He's going to make it work.
Yep.
Another one coming in back there behind them.
Cody.
That is Cody Hicken back there. I think Landon's got to come in this time. He's going to lose too much time to these guys.
Right. Gary's coming in this time.
Landon is coming in. Atlanta is such a tricky pit entrance too. If anyone's raced it, I mean, I guess in real life you could say in iRacing too, it is there's a little room for error. Landon gets in pretty well. Gary's
He's done
in
a
there.
good job here. I'm impressed.
It's a deceptively difficult pit road because you have that banking, which makes you think, oh, it's not that bad, but it flattens out and it has that really sharp entry. You can easily spin it entering.
That's going to hand the lead to Trey Normile. Davin Cornelius is fighting for his life in the traffic here with Cisco and David Schildhaus.
Ryan Vargas is trying to come back around and be a race leader. Hold on. What?
No, you're right.
No, ATVO was broken. It showed Landon in the box for 0.9 of a second, so that's not right.
So Vargas, when this all cycles out, Ryan Vargas is going to be the leader by a considerable margin over Justin Champagne.
Yeah. Because, well, considerable margin over Champagne, a huge margin over 75.
Hold on a minute. We had, Vargas and Champagne each took 2 tires on their stops.
I don't know what Huffman took, because on my ATVL, it shows he was in the box for 0.9 of a second, and he was not in the box for 0.9 of a second.
He had a
I
slow
think Landon took 4.
He took 4.
15.5 second stop for Landon. That is definitely 4 tires.
Well, just looking at the overall pit time, like through pit lane and everything, 39.5. That's 4 tires, because Vargas with the 33.2. Champagne also took 2. Everybody else taking 4.
That's
with the exception of Gabe Wood. Gabe Wood also took 2.
So the guy we have to watch now is David Schildhaus.
Trouble! Davin gets turned, your race leader in turn 3. Gabe Wood is in the wall. We stay green. Case Collenbach was the one that made the first contact, and your race, well, almost your race leader. Trey Normile just up the road, but Davin got turning up into the fence, and we stay green because they kept it straight.
This game needed a case sucks, case sucks, case sucks.
So as I was saying before the incident happens, I think that the guys we have to watch, well, now it was David Schildhaus, but now Justin Champagne, Ryan Vargas on those 2 tires, but the first guy on 4 is David. And last time by, Champagne and Vargas ran a 31.9, Champagne a 31.6, Schildhaus ran a 31.4. So David has to make use of those 4 tires, and maybe he has to use them up pretty early to even get to Vargas and Champagne.
And Normile just letting everybody go by here through 3 and 4. Gotta wonder when he's gonna come in. He's staying out for now. I think he's gonna run it out until we see caution.
He's committed now.
Hey, caution comes out. He's your new leader.
He would have lapped all the way up to 10th right now.
Huffman looking to unlap himself. Here comes Frisch on the inside, looking to close the gap as well. So that'll leave us right now with 11 cars in the lead lap. Obviously, some of these guys would have to take the wave around if they want to get back on the lead lap. Here comes Frisch. Case Collenbach still staying out. Davin, despite the contact, still keeping a decent pace for how old his tires are. But right now, like you said, Sean, the battle for position we need to keep an eye on, and the margin we need to keep an eye on, is between Vargas, Champagne, and Schildhaus. Last time by, it's been chopped down to about 3 seconds between these two, and with how much faster Schildhaus is to Vargas, he's going to be there in about 7 laps.
It's 2.1 now. Schildhaus are just eating into this gap.
It won't be long till he catches the back bumper. That's 6. He's got to get through Champagne, though. Plus, there's a lap traffic involved in this, or the slower traffic, with Malillo, who's already stayed out. He has yet to pit as well, as we've got 11 laps to go here from Atlanta.
Surprising. I mean, if this works out, Ryan Vargas with the 2-tire call, it's a gutsy call at this stage of the race, but it might pay off if Schildhaus can't get there in time. The gap now has evened out to 2 seconds from Schildhaus to Champagne. So we might have a nail biter on our hands here, guys, as we just hit 11 laps to go. So this thing is not over yet.
No, it's not. 10 to go as Normile hits the start-finish line. I think he's clutching it.
Normile is on lap 30 of his run. There's no way.
Didn't he win a fall brawl race on fuel? Someone won on fuel at Daytona, and I can't remember exactly.
That was Lowell.
Yeah, Lowell's not going on fuel.
Oh yeah, Trey is definitely always
coming in.
He
That means-
was clutching. I think he's going to be out here. Yeah.
That means Case is not far behind.
He stays out.
Case
Case
is
is gonna
staying
stay
out.
out.
Davin's coming in. Keenan's coming in, even though he's multiple laps down. Davin just almost at the cone. So Case stays out, and he's your leader with 9 to go.
Battle for position. Here comes Champagne looking underneath of Vargas. He has closed the gap immensely the last 2 laps, all over the rear end of that number 6. Margin that time by between those two, only a 1/10 and a half. Margin between him and Shieldhouse, 1.8 seconds. He just closed another second on these guys.
Yep. And the more these guys battle,
Comes
the
Case.
easier it's going to be for Shieldhouse to catch up to him. Kallenbach is on pit road, so Ryan Vargas is going to come around through 3 and 4 and retake the lead. He's got to hold off Justin Champagne and crew for 8 more laps, and here comes Champagne to the inside at the line. It's Vargas by a nose, but Champagne's got the run to turn 1.
And this is what Shieldhouse wants to see. These two guys battling for position. Champagne is going to be clear on Vargas. Let's see if Vargas is going to make another run at it off the corner. Not yet, but Shieldhouse is closing ever so slightly on these guys as Vargas is going to toss it into 3 again underneath Champagne for the lead.
Vargas cannot seal the deal. Champagne hangs on. 7 to go.
And with everyone pitting, Champagne finally does resume the lead. Vargas starting to fall back. Nearly hits the wall. He is in the wall out of turn 2.
Yep,
Can't
that's
pull
it.
it off. There he goes. Finally got it off of there. But here comes David Shieldhouse. 1.2 seconds last time by. Going to have to navigate not only Ryan Vargas, but the lap traffic of Davin. Davin most likely will pull away here with those newer tires. We'll just have to wait and see.
Got
But at the
damage
moment,
too, though.
still behind him, and now Keenan Kusin looking low on Champagne. He's also on older tire, newer tires. He's 6 laps down, so lap traffic also coming into play here. 6 laps to go.
Shieldhouse is kind of hoping he had some DRS right now because he's within a second of Champagne, or just about a second of Champagne. As he takes over second, he's going to have 5 laps to go to close in a second. He needs about 2 to 3/10 a lap if he wants to have a shot and get his second win on the season, technically his third, considering he won the All-Star race back at Charlotte in the Radicals.
Does he have enough time, though, is the big question here. How hard of a time is Davin going to give Champagne, our leader there? Davin's going to pull off. Last time by for Justin, a 32.576, and David ran a 32.5 flat. So if these times are going to even out, it's looking very good for Champagne, but Shieldhouse needs to make up time, but I'm not sure if he used his tires up or not.
He picked up 2/10 that lap. 4 laps to go. The gap is 0.8 of a second.
Oh, he's in the wall. No.
Oh. He didn't lose too much time, though.
That might do it, though. He can't have any hindrance
Yeah.
if you're David, and that little
Unless
air there might
Champagne
have
makes
cost
a
him.
mistake.
Still splitting these two is Davin Cornelius.
He's still gaining, though. Yeah, not enough. But he is still closing in that gap. Plus, he's getting the draft now off of Davin.
Mm-hmm.
He only picked up maybe a 1/4 of a 10th. 3 to go.
638 for Shieldhouse, 688 for Champagne. If Champagne can maintain that pace gap, he's not going to only beat Shieldhouse, he's going to have plenty of room in that mirror, not have to worry about that number 20 through 3 and 4. 3 laps to go, running that middle lane. Here comes Shieldhouse looking low on the lap traffic of Cornelius. He throws it into 3 and 4. But it just looks like it's not going to be enough for right now. 2 laps to go this time by.
2 to go, and Shieldhouse actually a little bit slower than Champagne on that last lap.
We think he
Coming
might have
around.
burn those tires off a little bit.
Well, if somebody's going to wreck, it's going to have to happen now. Huffman and Vargas are the only 2 cars that are close enough to have any contact. Coming around, Champagne off turn 4. White flag in the wind, 1 more lap to go in the course season 4.
How about Justin Champagne? Has ran all year long, no wins, a lot of bad luck. Last race of the year, So far, so good. Looks like he's going to pull it off, Jake.
Down the back straightaway, Justin Champagne has come oh so close to winning in the core. He's never been able to make it happen. Today changes everything. Off turn 4. Justin Champagne is a winner in the core. He wins the Soundhead Entertainment 250. And Michael P. Frisch is your core Season 4 champion as Vargas and Cosman crash across the line. Frisch finishes 8th and is your champ. Oh my gosh, huge wreck.
And in typical core fashion, everyone just junks their cars at the end of the race. But as Kevin said, what a job by Justin Champagne. Been mired by bad luck all year. Has just had wreck after wreck after wreck. Not a lot being of his doing. And to see him come away with the win to finish out the season is very cool to see. And he's going to do some well-deserved donuts here on the front stretch. But that's an interesting way to cap off the season here, fellas. A good win for Justin, good win in the championship for Michael Frisch.
Yeah. How about it? All right, well. Hey, look at that! Justin Champagne finally learned how to join Discord. Yeah! Let's talk with him. Our race winner. We haven't spoken to him all year. What? Okay, here we go. This time. Justin, you're a core winner. How about it?
Hell yeah, baby. It's about damn time. Let's go, man. So many heartbreaks.
Take us through the strategy there at the end to get you up to the front. Some took 2, some took 4. You decided 2 tires was the best call, and it turns out it worked out.
Yeah, I took 2 tires, and I put in the least amount of gas I can. My spotter came over the radio with like 3 laps to go, talking about running out of gas. And I was like, not again, another heartbreak. But, you know, I kept my foot in it, and I saw Shieldhouse, he was coming. And I was nervous. I'm over here sweating, man. It feels good to be a core winner finally. It's been a rough run, and I'm glad I redeemed myself from last year when I was a complete, a-hole to everybody. But, that humbled me. So I'm excited to be a winner, and thank you for everybody who puts this series together.
Not only are you in the All-Star race, locked into the All-Star race for next year, what does this do? Looking way too far ahead to next season. What is this going to do to your momentum going into next year knowing I just won the last race of the year and I'm going to try and do it again here to start the season?
Hey, it's going to do a lot. It's going to make me more confident, and, it's going to make me a better racer, a better driver, and be more respectful and more consistent. So how about that, man? Let's go!
Justin Champagne, not Kevin Champagne, Justin Champagne, your winner here tonight from Atlanta. Congratulations, Justin. Burning down the house here with Michael P. Frisch on the front straightaway. We can bring up our second place finisher in David Shieldhouse here to talk with Sean.
He's talking with Ryan Vargas right now.
Did you just see Keenan drive by right there? There he was.
Oh, yeah.
He claims he finished on the lead lap. He finishes unofficially 6 laps down in the 16th position. But all right.
All right,
Did it, champ.
He did it.
We'll bring him on up here. So David Shieldhouse, man, you went with the 4-tire call at the end compared to Justin Champagne's 2. If you had maybe 5-10 extra laps, it looks like you would have been able to get him, but just a little bit short. Walk us through what led to that strategy call at the end.
I didn't think it was strategy. I don't know why anyone would take 2 tires. Personally, it's Atlanta. 2 tires is a strategy. Taking 4 is normal, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, I sort of had in my mind when I wanted to pit, split the run in half after the last caution. And, I was just sort of looking back at, I can easily find a half a second that I lost. I lost probably 2 to 3 tenths, maybe 4 tenths. Cisco hanging on my right rear when he's on older tires, when I'm on fresh tires, so that cost me time. Getting fenced by Huffman, that cost me time at the end of the run, which separated me from Champagne. And so, yeah, I mean, I think, if not for those things happening, I could have been right there with him. But, yeah, overall, strong season. For as many races I missed, to finish 3rd in the points and get mostly top 5s and top 10s. In the core feels good. We got the win at Dega. got the All-Star win. I got a lot to be proud of this season.
Yeah, for sure. And I was about to mention that, as this race went, I mean, yeah, it's not the result you wanted, but you've had some very, very good results, couple of wins here for you. So looking ahead into next season there, what are your expectations? You're looking to, of course, better this season, but more starts, more wins will help you out in the point standings there, obviously. But overall, you can't really hang your head on this season. So what are your expectations for next year?
Oh, my expectations for next year is come back, make as many races as I can, win as many races as I can, and hopefully come this time at the end of next season, be in the championship fight. I really feel like if I hadn't missed Lanier and hadn't missed Michigan, I've been right in the battle with FRISCH and BRIAR. Hate that BRIAR couldn't make the race tonight. That's a really tough way to lose a championship that he was in control of coming into. And yeah, all I can worry about is myself, though, and I'm just thankful for all the support from Focus, Advanced GG, SRDsetups.com, Splash and Go Graphics for all the beautiful paint schemes, Next Level Racing, Thrustmaster, Gamer Advantage, and just everyone at twitch.tv/ShieldHouse for all the support throughout the season, the core for putting on a great league week after week. Can't wait to come back for the next season. I know we got a long break ahead of us, but I'll be looking forward to it, and tip of the cap to all you guys there in the booth, Jacob, Kevin, and you, Sean, and Zach as well for being an awesome producer, bringing this show to the fans each and every time we race. It's just a pleasure to be a part of, and you guys do a wonderful job, and we wouldn't be able to enjoy this as much without your guys' hard work, so thank you.
Oh, shucks, Dave, you're making us blush a lot more than we are now, but David, appreciate you being here as always, man. Always a pleasure talking to you. Congrats on a very successful season, and here's to an even better one next year. Appreciate you talking to us, man.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Zach. We'll see you guys in the next season. Can't wait.
Thank you, David. Back to you, Jacob.
All right. Points are done. Jesus. Shieldhouse talked about that if we didn't miss those two races, I mean, yeah, 6 points behind BRIAR.
Would have been close.
Are we forgetting one guy we have to talk to?
Well, yeah, third place, Joey Stone.
Yeah.
I was getting there. I just wanted to pull up the points
Wow.
since they were done before the broadcast was over. I thought we might as well pull them up. As there you see it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can't really say anybody cares right now at this point either. Third place, Joey Stone with Kevin.
Joey, you had an up and down night. You've had an up and down season, man. I think this race just completely encapsulates your year. Talk about not only the rough and tumble tussle you had with Cosman, relaying from that, or rallying from that, and talk about how you got that third place finish.
Yeah, I mean, I think I could say it better, dude. It was mostly a down season, dude. It was mostly down. We had that good finish in Michigan, which was probably the biggest highlight of our season there, maybe Daytona. But yeah, I was really looking forward to Atlanta. I really love this kind of racing, tire management and, multi-groove racing, especially at my home track, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm not one to usually have beef with anybody or anything. I don't know what happened there. It just looked like Cosman just on the straightaway just hooked it right and took me out because I guess he thought I did it blatantly on him, but I'm not like that. I was trying to get off the wall. But anyways, yeah, we just moved on from that, took the faster pair, and we just tried to manage ourselves, keep ourselves out of trouble, and try to get up to the front near that final stage, because I knew if we stayed up near the front, maybe get a little distance there, and we kind of put ourselves in a separate pack with the front runners, we could maybe win the race off pit road. And I think I still am confident with the call. I think 4 tires was the call there. If maybe we had a few more laps in that run, I think David and I maybe could have done something about that. But shout out to, good stuff to Justin on the win. But hey, to finish top 5 with a bunch of talent like Champagne, Shieldhouse, Huffman, and Vargas, I think that's a pretty good way to end the season right there for me. So pretty happy about that.
When we talk about moving on, you obviously have a little bit of a lull in the action with the off season, but you got to think maybe going into next season, this is some good momentum for you. You think you can outperform that 11th place finish in the points in season 5?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think we were better than 11th in points this year anyway. I just think we had a lot of rough luck this year. We were caught up in a lot of incidents, and we just didn't really have some things go our way. And there's been some times this year where I was up there fighting with Shieldhouse and Champagne and these guys, with competitive speed, and it just wasn't our year. It's just how it is, and there was a lot of talent in this field, much more talent than there was last year. And for me, I learned a lot from this year that I can definitely adapt to the next season, and I certainly think we could do great things next year. We missed it a bit this year, but next year we'll try to get that first win on iRacing and do some fun stuff.
Sounds good, man. I think all of us look forward to not only seeing you improve, but we look forward to seeing you back on the racetrack for Season 5. I think it can't come soon enough. I feel like this was, at least for me, a really fun year, and we look forward to seeing you racing again here soon.
Yeah, and thanks to you guys for all the work in the booth. Great broadcasts, great energy. Love going back and watching them. You guys keep it up. Great stuff this year.
Thank you. Jake, back to you.
I don't know about energy for this broadcast. I think the air was pretty much sucked out of the balloon as soon as...
Low T broadcast.
Wow. Yeah. All right, I guess we have to. Let's talk to our champion. The corrupt man himself, Michael P. Frisch, your Season 4 champion. We kid because we care. Nonetheless, you win one race, and you win the championship. BRIAR wins 4, and you smoke him. How about it?
I don't know. Just show up. I don't know. Don't be goofy.
See, here's what I don't understand. We brought you in and we brought BRIAR in to compete with Cozy for the championship. And what does Cozy do the next year? He misses 5 races. What's up with that?
Well, listen, you got the wrong Michael. I'm P. Frisch, okay? That's Mr. Cozy over there. I don't know what he's got going on, but we're there the whole season and we showed up when it mattered.
Well, yeah, the whole season minus that one race that you weren't here for. But nonetheless, champion, I guess
Listen, you can call it a Mickey Mouse what you want, but at the end of the day, a title is a championship that you got to earn it throughout the season. You know what, Sean? You shut the hell up.
Don't make me run next year, Frisch.
You know what? I get to run against you in FTF. What you mean?
Wow.
I'm going to blow you out in there.
If I'm not getting wrecked by Kyle Riley in the heat races, yes.
Listen, you can only put yourself in bad places, all right? Don't let me tell you.
Unreal.
Yep, you do that a lot. You put people forward wide and you wonder why you get wrecked all the time.
Why am I always in the garage?
It's not my fault. You put yourself there.
All right, well, thanks, Frisch. Congratulations on the title, and we'll see you next year. And I guess, are you doing Road to Pro again?
Yes, we'll be doing Road to Pro. We're doing it with Flowline again this season, thank God. I can just appreciate all those guys over there giving me another opportunity this year. But we'll be stacking them Road to Pro seasons, try to make another name for ourselves this year.
Cool, so we'll see you in 2 weeks for that, ready or not. Here
yeah, Daytona, baby. We'll be
Congratulations, Frisch.
Yeah, I just want to touch on thanks you guys for showing up all season. Sure, it was some races were boring, but I have to say most of the races were exciting. Thank you.
Wow.
I'm gonna go.
Sign up for 87s, Frisch.
What?
You heard me.
Thanks.
What the hell?
Yeah, okay, see ya. All right. All right, so the season is done. I know we've talked about maybe a like summer showdown night where just the core comes back for one night and we do something stupid like radicals in the hi.
Hello. Hey.
Everybody.
Yep.
By God, the floodgates.
We're under attack.
Shout out to Simple Flips. Are we still live? I want to say thanks.
Yeah, we are still live on the YouTube and the core, or the Twitch,
and the core.
I would like to talk to the core.
I'd like to talk to John Core.
Thanks for broadcasting. Thanks to Zach for producing. He did a lot of work. It was cool. We'll be back.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you to people watching.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you all for
Bye. Have a wonderful time.
Now, wait a second. Thank you, Ben, for running this circus for the last 11 years. Thank you, Ben.
What are you calling a circus?
Thank you, Ben.
There were some weeks, let's be honest, the circus. Lanier.
The broadcast never used to hear your voice. The stage is yours.
It was a good show. What do you mean?
All right, don't forget to thank the sponsor.
All right, here's what I got. Ben Crazy, yow!
Traction.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah.
We'll see you next year. Well, in the fall.
What?
See ya.
I just want everybody to have Gabe son.
Happy birthday, Justin Malillo.
Happy birthday, Justin Malillo. It's not his birthday, but nonetheless.
David Shieldhouse eats sand.
Happy
Gabe
birthday.
sucks.
Yes, he does.
Thanks for a great season. We'll see you all soon. Till then, Road to Pro is coming in 2 weeks. Ready or not, here it comes. And you'll hear me and Zach will produce it. And I don't know who in the world I'm going to be calling the race with, but somebody, maybe even Ben. We'll find out. Nonetheless, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.